You have to unlearn everything. So this is today's message, and I'm gonna dive deeper into it. What does it really mean to be in your true state of consciousness? And I believe that the true state of consciousness is the state of consciousness where we are deeply connected to our intuition. Okay, to our intuition. And what I'm seeing is the fact that it's so easy to get programmed to believe something that is not for you. It's so easy to live in belief systems that are not serving you. It's so easy to have patterns that, again, are not serving you. And today I'm gonna dive deeper into reprogramming the consciousness, reprogramming the mind, reprogramming your DNA and your body. Okay, so realize that there is the consciousness of the higher self, and I believe that that is the consciousness of free will and freedom. Okay, so the more that you are respecting yourself, the more that you are loving yourself, the more that you are working on yourself, is the more that you are being connected to this consciousness. And I believe that freedom is actually our natural state of consciousness. So I'm realizing that we can live in false programs, we can live in false way of being, we can live in inauthentic states of consciousness. But what I'm realizing is the fact that I gotta reprogram everything, and I gotta unlearn everything that I have been taught to believe. So teachers may, at school, you may be programmed to believe something. You may be programmed to believe that you have to work hard. You may be programmed to believe that you need college in order to succeed. You may be programmed to believe that you have to work in this matrix. But what I'm realizing is the fact that spirituality is our true state of consciousness, and being free is our true state of consciousness. So if you want to reprogram your mind, make the connection to your own intuition and follow it. Make the connection to your own intuition and follow it. The more that you are listening to your body, is the more that you realize that you have a soul signature. You have a soul signature, and you have certain ways of being that are actually unique. You have certain ways of expressing yourself that are actually unique. And you need to follow the path of least resistance. You need to follow your own intuition. I believe that the higher self and the intuition is constantly speaking to us. Okay, there is a flow of consciousness. And the more that you are connected to the flow, is the more that you are realizing that you are actually free, and you have the opportunity to express yourself the way that you want to express yourself. So today's message is about making you guys realize that you may have been taught to believe certain things that are working against you. Okay, you may have been programmed to live a certain way. Now, I'm not saying don't do the work. I'm not saying don't go ahead and get a job, maybe. But what I'm saying is respect and love yourself. Follow your dreams, follow your own intuition, and realize that your natural state of consciousness is of purity. Your natural state of beingness is as a child, okay? So realize that your mind may lie to you. Okay, certain belief systems may lie to you, certain fears may lie to you, but the more that you reprogram yourself, the more that you clear your consciousness, is the more that you realize that the secret is within yourself, is the more that you realize that you have every single tool that you need in order to build and co-create the life that you want to experience. So it's about moving from the head into the intuition, moving from the head into the heart, and seeing what happens. I'm realizing that in my past, I haven't listened to my own intuition, and it felt bad. Okay, I haven't respected myself enough to choose what was meant for me. But what I'm doing right now is I'm trying as much as possible to operate from free will and freedom, and I'm trying as much as possible to just be myself and see what happens. And this actually works. So you may believe that you have to work hard, you may believe that you have to struggle, you may believe that you have to be in resistance in order to accomplish something. But in Taoism, they speak about the Wu Wei principle. In Taoism, they speak about the effortless state of consciousness. So there is the principle of the least effort, and I believe that yes, we are effortless beings. Our true nature is effortless, and the more that we are channeling the energies of flow and least resistance, is the more that we are realizing that we're actually free. Okay, so being free is your birthright. Now my question to you is, what kind of thought patterns do you actually hold in your mind? What kind of belief systems you have? What kind of programs are running into your own mind? And my suggestion is, go ahead and question these things, because some things may be for you and some things may not be for you. Certain belief systems may be healthy, but certain belief systems may not be that healthy. So you have to learn to reprogram everything and really return to your natural state of consciousness, which is love, which is freedom, which is feeling good maybe, which is being in alignment with your inner child and your higher self. Okay, so realize that certain experiences, they actually wound us, and I believe that there is certain energy that is stuck in our body. Okay, there is certain traumatic experiences that are being stuck in our body, but the more that we heal ourselves, the more that we accept our feelings, the more that we are being connected to a higher state of consciousness, is the more that we have the power to reprogram these feelings, is the more that we have the power to heal these limiting belief systems, is the more that we have the power to transcend and become our true selves. Okay, so realize that you have to unlearn everything that has been taught to you that is not in alignment for you. You have to really go into your natural state of consciousness, which from my perspective is love, peace and harmony. But you know, sometimes you get caught up in obligations, sometimes you may be caught up in inauthenticity. Sometimes you may be caught up in trying to impress other people, maybe. Sometimes you may be caught up in living a limiting lifestyle. But my suggestion is, go ahead and seek freedom. Go ahead and reprogram your own mind. Go ahead and reprogram your state of consciousness and see what happens. And you do this by following your heart. You do this by meditation. You do this with eating healthier maybe. You do this by doing something that you love. And you do this by staying connected to source, love and harmony, you know. So my suggestion is, go ahead and question everything that has been taught to you. Someone said, I had to question everything in order to find deeper truths. And this is actually true. You have to question what has been sent out into your own subconscious mind. You have to question everything in the universe, okay? So realize that your natural state of consciousness is peace, harmony, and love. How much are you being connected to your natural state of consciousness? How much are you being connected to the vibration of flow and harmony? That is where the secret is, in your intuition. Okay, so yes, I'm realizing that it's easy to get programmed in a certain way. It's easy to get to believe certain things that are not meant for you. It's easy to live in resistance. It's easy to be in a low state of consciousness. But my suggestion is, go within yourself and get to realize that you are more than you think you are. And from my perspective, silencing the mind is essential, because someone said that the only suffering happens in the mind. Okay, the only suffering happens in the mind. And your ego may try to hold on onto things, but your higher self is free. Your ego may try to lie to you about certain things. Your ego is about separation and illusion, but your true natural state of consciousness is about being real and authentic and being who you really are in this world, you know. So let go of your ego and step into your own intuition. Let go of your ego and step into your own intuition. That is where the secret is, in the flow state. So realize that you have to really reprogram your subconscious mind, and you do this by healthy action. You do this by creating something that you love. You do this by loving yourself. You do this by reprogramming the limiting belief systems. And you do this by also wishing well onto others. I'm realizing that we don't have to hurt each other. We don't have to hurt each other. We're actually one consciousness, one love, one family here on the planet. So the more that you wish something good onto others is the more that you will actually receive it in return. Okay, so yes, I think that this is today's message. I'm realizing that we have to really silence the mind and move into the body. Okay, we have to let go of limiting believing. We have to let go of limiting ways of being and step into our true nature, which may be silence, which may be nothingness, which may be just intuition speaking to us, which may be silencing the mind and moving into the heart. Okay, so yes, be as a child. Be as a child and see what happens. When you were a kid, you were highly intuitive, but look how your intuition has slowed down because now you are living too much in your head. Look how your energy has decreased because you are living too much in the head. Look how your state of consciousness is reflected by pain and suffering because you are not willing to accept yourself. Okay, so realize that when you reprogram and when you unlearn what is negative for you, you have the opportunity to step into a higher state of consciousness. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and if you're into my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, that is appreciated. And like always, see you on what is coming up next. Much peace and see ya.